Alright guys, welcome back to this FIFA 18 career mode save with Liverpool. Last time out we started Season 2, we are bang, or we are whimper I suppose, but no, I'm going to go with a bang because we made some cracking signings, one or two of them anyway, trying to strengthen the team, put some other players up for sale. This one, we are going to start actually with a game, because it is game day. We are playing Paris Saint-Germain in the friendly tournament that we've entered, but I am also going to try and do a little bit more business. As you can see from the transfer hub, we now have Christian Pulisic on our transfer hub. Definitely thinking about bringing him in because he's got a 4-star weak foot for starters, so he's practically 2-footed. And I'm not as sure about Kluivert as my backup to Mane on that left. And obviously my backup to Salah on the right is Oxlade-Chamberlain, a player that I haven't used much because I am not a big fan of his. Nothing to do with the fact that he played for Arsenal. I just don't think he's the same kind of player as Salah, but he's the only real option that I've got out on that right wing. So Pulisic coming in could do us some favours because he gives us practically cover on both wings. And De Ligt also still there, currently being scouted. Might try and bring him in, we'll see, but Pulisic is going to be the main target. For now though, we are going to start the next game of this tournament. We had a 1-1 draw last time against Atletico Madrid, or Atletico Madrid should I say. Pretty much the same team this time out as it were last time. Few changes here and there, but I am limited to who I can play because I've got players on international duty at the World Cup. So, Ibra starts his second game up front with Maya just behind him, just like the last game. Correa is getting a start out on the right and Mane on the left. Kondogbia and Chan partner up for the first time in the centre. Mawson and Lovren are my centre-backs with Tierney on the left and Alexander-Arnold at the right-back position, and Schmeichel keeps his place in the net. Game 2 of this pre-season tournament then, and let's see if we can improve on the result from last time. I'm going to try and keep the highlights in these things a little bit more limited than I normally would. You don't want to be seeing... Oh! How did I get on the end of that? Yeah, I'm going to try and keep the highlights a little bit more limited in this, and, you know, because it's pre-season and nobody really wants to see that, so I might put 2 or 3 games in. But I'm going to see what we can do in this tournament. Hopefully we can go the whole way. Mane, you're going to go it alone, or you're going to look to find Ibra? He's going to look to find Ibra, but the block comes in. Who sets Correa off again, and he harmlessly taps it straight towards Trap. Who does set Mane off again. He whips it in, and it's too close to the keeper. Back to the centre, to Maya, to Ibra. He turns, and his shot is harmless. Oh, and Ibra's gone down. If that is an injury... Oh no, he is carrying a knock. Brilliant. So the guy that I've just brought in as my backup to Icardi is carrying a knock already after 2 games. Mane misses a challenge. Well done, Tierney. Finally done. Oh, well, I spoke too soon there, didn't I? And we get away a pen. Right, come on, Casper. You've saved one already recently. Do your dad proud. Oh, wrong side. Lass, do not give away another penalty. Oh, big save by Schmeichel. Ball headed away, but only as far as Nzonzi. And finally, harmlessly back to Schmeichel. Alright, we have made some substitutions at half-time. Worryingly, I don't have Dolberg on the bench because I think he's on international duty, so my only option was to throw Correa up front. So Kluivert has come on that wing, and Lewis Cook has come on in the place of Emre Can. Oh, what was that? And we've equalised through the worst defending I have ever seen by the computer. No, it was offside. I spoke too soon, and yeah. Oh, that was the sloppiest pass I have seen in this game. Fortunately, Paris can't do out with it. Kluivert wins the ball. Maya, here we go. This is more like it. Turn, pass, shoot, in, 1-1. Kluivert, you are quick and you are fresh. Do not lose this ball. And straight to the keeper. Can't be affording to lose too many players, especially when we've already lost one that we just signed. Don't want to lose another one. Oh, Meyer is through. What can he do with this? Oh, wide. We get on the rebound and Trapp saves it. And there we go. Full time. Second draw of this tournament. Well, it weren't as bad as it could have been. It's a bruised elbow and he's going to be out for about 5 days, which means we're probably going to be starting Correa up front in the next game unless I give Solanke a go. But it could have been worse. They still be fit for the start of the season. Well, they can both bollocks. Huddersfield are wanting Joe Gomez for 11.3 million and Juventus want Trent Alexander-Arnold for 5.6. If I were going to lose a wing back, it would not be either of those two. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to look elsewhere. So you can bugger off, and you can bugger off. Well, luckily Dolberg wasn't on international duty, so he can come in to replace the injured Ibrahimovic. Woodburn plays in that cam role just behind him, with Kluivert and Mane providing the width, and Lewis Cook and Emre Can in the middle of the park. Mawson still in defence, this time partnered by Evans. Gomez comes back in at right back and Tierney keeps his place at left back, as does Schmeichel in the goal. Game 3 then, and this should be the game where we can finally pick up a win. Because, you know, not that I'm wanting to say nasty things about the opponents, but I've never heard of them. So that's usually a good sign. When it's a team that you've never heard of, you should be able to beat them. And Dolberg does get it on target. I thought that were going to clatter against wall. Stop, turn, and no. I thought we were going to try and get a repeat of the goal against Paris Saint-Germain then. Go on, Justin. Use that pace. Use the stuff that you've got that makes teams want to sign you in real life. Probably not his crossing, looking at that. Tierney finds Mane again. Whips this inside to Cook. Oh, Cook just done. Kluivert. Set Gomez. Yep. Gomez running. Turns back inside. Beautiful little turn. Kluivert. Oh, how did you miss that? I've made a couple of changes in the second half then. Woodburn has gone off, and the young Brazilian youth player that we signed, Jesus, he comes on in that cam role, and Angel Correa has come on in the place of Justin Kluivert, just to freshen things up a little bit more than anything. Woodburn feeds Jesus through. Oh, unlucky son. Nakamura. I want to sign him just because I think of Nakamura in WWE, and that's wrong. Although if he scores, after all that, dancing past like 3 of my defenders, then maybe I will try and sign him. Ball only gets to Schmeichel in end though. Probably a good idea that I didn't sign him just based on scoring 1 goal against us anyway. Plus I'd end up singing like the Shinsuke Nakamura theme all the time, and yeah. I'd just get my videos removed for copyright. Jesus through on goal. Oh, just pipped by the defender. We'll thread it through to Mane again. We can, and the keeper saves it. Just palms it past the post. Send this in. Dolberg on the end of it. Oh, what a header. What a header from that young kid. And we don't get to attack the corner flag because Mane is too busy trying to celebrate with you. You get muscled off it, aren't you? Yeah. We still get it whipped in though, just nobody on the end of it. Chan, and it's turned over the bar. Well won, Tierney. Oh, I can't keep control of it though. Pedro Jr. again. He's the guy that caused us trouble, and my team are all knackered. But we are nearly at full time. What can Jesus do? Can he walk on water or at least walk through to the goal? No, can't even get his shot off. But don't matter, we have won. At least we've got 1 victory in this episode, and that will give us another victory in this tournament. Hopefully, it's enough to put us through to the semi-final. And there we can see it was enough. We are through to the semi-final of the Asian Elite Cup. We will be facing Juventus, and the winners will face one of the 2 Madrid teams. Ooh, that's a big offer. I mean, I have no intention of selling him, but 51.4 million for Mane. And that's after they spent like nearly 40 million on Son as well. We have got an offer for Dejan Lovren apparently though. And Lovren is transfer listed, so that is one that I will be willing to do. But if I can get a little bit more money, then I'm going to do just that. So we will negotiate that one. Oh, Wenger. If only you knew. New transfer fee, and Let's see how you feel about 21 million. They don't feel that strongly. They have put the transfer offer up by $1 million, but I want to milk all the cash out of them I can because it's Arsenal. So 20.1, 19. We are getting closer. Tell you what, Arsenal, 19.5, and you can have him. There we go. That's how you do a deal. Find a middle ground. You don't just flip out like Pep seems to do every time I try and do a deal with him. Well, that one's more interesting. Klein I am willing to let go because I have Gomez and Alexander-Arnold who can both play at right back. 24.9 million, and they reckon I could get up to 37. So if we are going to let him go, 27-year-old, 83 rated, try and get a little bit more cash for him. Yeah, let's negotiate. Okay, Borussia Dortmund, let's see how much you really want him. I want 33 million for that man right now. 27.5. It's not a bad offer, plus a 5% sell-on clause. How about 31? There we go. 31 million for Nathaniel Klein, a player that, yeah, is good, but I have alternatives. Chelsea have put an offer in for Mane now. I don't know who they think they are, these teams trying to steal my players, but that's not happening. I don't care if they reckon I can get 106 million for him at most. Mane is going nowhere, and neither is Mr. Joe Gomez. As you can see, I have added 3 more players onto the transfer hub just to consider, because then I thought, you know, start of the season, have a look at who got relegated, and of the 3 teams, Bournemouth, West Brom and Huddersfield, that did get relegated last season, Jordan Ibe, Nathan Ake and Ahmed Hegazi are players that might be able to be useful at Liverpool if we do sell some of the players we've got transfer listed. Might be cheap options with him going down to Championship, so worth thinking about. For now though, we do have a game to play against Juventus, playing in the awful bright orange kit, but we have got a fairly strong team out this time again, now that we are playing in the semi-final of this tournament. We only got to the semi-final last year as well, I think, before losing on penalties, so I'm quite keen to make it to the final this year. Ibra comes back after injury with Maya just behind him in that cam role. Correa and Mane are out wide with Kondogbia and Cook in centre. Evans partners Lovren in what could be Lovren's last game for Liverpool in this save. At centre-back, Itter comes in at left-back to give him some game time with Alexander-Arnold at right-back, and Kasper Schmeichel keeps his place in the net. Semi-final time, and then Juventus playing in their home kit. I was in the ghastly orange kit. Hopefully, Ibra won't get injured at the start of the first half and making us play until half-time this time. Seri up front. Oh, he sets his score. It's alright, harmlessly wide. Well done, Alexander-Arnold. Showed great composure and strength. Kondogbia to Ibra, he belts one from. Oh, what a goal! That is why we brought Zlatan to Liverpool. Anfield, you are welcome. And it's short. Moreau, Benatia. Do not concede penalty, and that's over the bar. Take the break to regroup, and there we go. Half time, we take the lead and go in 1-0 up against Juventus. Only one change at half-time then. Justin Kluivert, nearly said Patrick Kluivert then, comes on in place of Angel Correa. And there we go then, confirmation, Johnny Evans, injured man, has left the field, and Mawson comes on in his place. Oh, what a ball. Kluivert, what can you do with it? Can you find Ibra for number 2? No. And then Kluivert takes a shot that is just nowhere near. Ibra, turn, shoot, 2-0. That's all we are going to have to do with him, innit? Just power shot from edge of area. Get in. Oh, it's Ibra. Sets Kluivert off and through to Kondogbia of all players. Turn, and there we go. 3-0. Bish bash bosh. Counter attack, turn Juventus inside out. Jeffrey Kondogbia. No, it was Mane. Well done, Mane. It was Kondogbia that were through on goal. That's the one. Finds Mane with a cheeky little back heel. What a goal. And we find Ibra. He turns. Shoot. Ooh, that went far off. Woodburn. Maya finds Ibra. Can Ibra find Mane? He can. Kondogbia, and Kondogbia robbed by Desciglio. Oh, could be one-on-one with the keeper here. It's going to be one-on-one with the keeper, and Seri puts it wide. Ibra with the header down, and that's it. Referee brings it to a close for full time. 3-0, and we are through to the final. And there's confirmation of what the final will be. Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid 5-4 on penalties, so we will face the team that we faced first in this pre-season tournament, the Asia Elite Cup, in the final. Well, that's not the news that we wanted. Johnny Evans has dislocated his shoulder and will be out for 8 weeks. Looking at that, with Lovren also about to leave the club, I think we definitely need to look at signing a replacement. And there we have it, confirmation that Lovren has been sold, and we've had £16.5 million added to our transfer budget. I think it's probably time to look at bringing in De Ligt. The problem we've got here is that I have absolutely no idea what they value him, because my scouts have still not come back, and that could be a problem. What we can do is see if we can offer a trade up, see what they're going to want. So if we offer a player swap and see if we can get rid of Correa. Or is Correa better off trying to offer him to Dortmund? I can't remember who else we've got. I wonder if they're interested in Solanke. They want a left winger, and I honestly don't think I have any left wingers that I can offer. Maybe Ryan Kent. At least it gives an idea of what sort of cash we'll be after. 20 million plus Ryan Kent. Well, Ryan Kent is a player that I am never going to play. Let's counter it and see if we can get the money down a little bit. Like 18.5. You want a sell-on clause of 9%. Right, so remove that sell-on clause and propose 19 million. Back to 20.4. I know I shouldn't really be haggling over such small amounts, but I want as much money available as I can. There we go. 19.5 million plus a player that is never going to get in my team, and we can hopefully bring De Ligt to Anfield. He wants rotation, which I'm happy with. That's what he would have got anyway. I obviously want him for as long as possible because he's a young player. Happy with that. I don't want a release clause, which neither do they. I don't know what he's on. That is the problem. So maybe if we offer him 55 grand a week and 700 grand. Decent starting offer. Well, they seem happy with that. He must be on a lot less than at Ajax. But either way, De Ligt, welcome to Liverpool. Okay, final time. This is the big one. This is the one that gets us the real prize money. Us versus Atletico Madrid at the Ceuta City Football Stadium. We are the home team technically, but you know, it is still a neutral match. Going with the strongest lineup I can. De Ligt does get his debut at centre-back at the side of Mawson. Obviously we've lost Lovren, sold him to Arsenal. Tierney comes back in at left-back with Gomez at right-back. Kluivert and Mane providing the width, while Kondogbia and Chan are the muscle in the middle of the park. Maya is playing off the shoulder of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Okay, here we go. This is the big one. The cup final. I know it's only a friendly tournament cup, but you know, it's silverware and it will be the first thing that I've actually won in this career mode since we put the difficulty up, so I'm quite keen to get the victory. Vieto, Saul. I'm surprised Saul's not been taken to World Cup. Gamero. Oh, we're letting him have the ball like that for. What a goal. And we are 1-0 down already. Saul. Gamero. He's not a player that we want to let just have the ball. Well done, Schmeichel. And you bring us back into this, just over from the big man. Kluivert. Set Meyer off. We get the ball back to Ibra. Ooh, great save by Moya. So if we do want to bring this home, we are going to have to do something soon. That is half time. We are halfway through the final. This 1-0 to Atletico. Some space. Gamero. Schmeichel. Well done. Oh, what was that throw? We're just praising you. Koke. Dances inside. Oh, hits the post. Get the ball away. Well done. It's like an entirely different... well, that's that one then, isn't it? Gamero. Maya. Through to big Zlatan. And it's straight to Moya. And there we go. Max Meyer, a little bit worn out. Angel Correa coming on in his place. Hopefully he can help us pull this one back. Oh, Ibra, your pass were not great. And it was Correa you were passing it to. I like your vision. Tanner. Oh, Schmeichel. Thank you. Get it away. Easy save for Schmeichel again. Lump this upfield. That should be all she wrote. And that is all she wrote. Well, another final that we made it to and another loss. Atletico finished the winners 2-0 and Liverpool, we didn't even turn up. But it's only a pre-season tournament. It's the real season that matters. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. Confirmation then that we have lost 2-0 in the final of the Asian Elite Cup. We should still get some decent money for it, you know, because that's all this tournament is about. And it's a fairly patchwork squad, but we shall have to see. Confirmation then that Nathaniel Klein has been sold. He has gone to Dortmund. That leaves us with 27 million added to the transfer budget, which is basically Pulisic money. You know what, before we finish this episode, I think I am going to go in for Pulisic. Don't know how much they're going to want for him. Don't know how much he's on wages because my scout report's still not come back. But I want to end the episode on a positive note, not a negative one. So let's see if we can get rid of Correa and bring in Christian Pulisic. Angel Correa, will you have him? No, they want a left back. And I only have, you know, I could offer them the crap one and they probably wouldn't be interested. Check. Yeah, they'll take him. They'll take my crappy little left back. They want 47 million. Obviously going to counter that. New transfer fee. 39. 45 and a 5% sell-on clause. If I leave the clause in and make it flat 42 million, will that tempt them? Seems it will. Okay. Can we bring Pulisic in to play for Liverpool? He wants an important squad role, which is what he will get because he'll be playing every other game. He wants a 5-year contract. It's a nice start. That's exactly what we want to offer him. Don't want a release clause. Always a bonus. And now salary. I have no idea what he's on. So I'm going to make a rough guesstimate, offer him 70 grand a week and a signing bonus of $1 million. Happy with that? Which means Christian Pulisic, welcome to Liverpool. And on that happy little note, we will be ending today's episode with the news that Pulisic has signed for Liverpool. There he is, look, 82 rated, only 19 years old, lot of potential, possibly going to turn into one of the best players at the club. Hopefully he'll bring the goods when we need him. We have ended pre-season, so the next episode will see us, if you look at the calendar, go to August. We are unfortunately starting the season away to Man City, which is going to be a huge, huge game. But then we will finally get some European action against Dundalk. No idea who they are, never heard of them, but we are going to get some European action. That will be the qualifier, I would assume, because we only finished 4th. But yeah, hopefully we will have European football at Liverpool this season. For now, guys, I'm going to end that video there. If you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to twat that thumbs up button, and if you want to see how season 2 kicks on, then don't forget to twat that subscribe button. Other than that, cheers for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next episode.